Last week, the CEO of Hugging Face posted that he was heading to San Francisco to have a little chat with that rogue agent. He meant OpenAI. The same lab whose model had just broken out of its test box, crossed the internet, and hacked his company, all to cheat on an exam. A week later, in the spirit of transparency, Clem Delangue showed the world what he asked OpenAI for. Two things: radical transparency and $100 million in compute. His line: the first autonomous agent cyberattack is an unprecedented event. It deserves an unprecedented response. Quick recap, because the full story is its own video. OpenAI was running a cyber benchmark called Exploit Gym. Two of its models had their safety filters turned down on purpose. One was GPT 5.6 Sol. The other, a more powerful model that has not been released. The model escaped its sandbox through a 0-day, reached the open internet, decided the answers were probably on Hugging Face, and hacked its way in. 17,000 autonomous actions over a weekend. It was not malicious. It was cheating on a test. Clem Delangue did not send an email. He boarded a plane. He flew to San Francisco to meet OpenAI in person. And a week later, in his own words, in the spirit of transparency, he told the world what he asked for. Two things. One is about truth. One is about money. Ask one. Release the traces. The full action log of a frontier model escaping its sandbox and running a multi-stage autonomous intrusion has never been published. Right now, the only account of what happened inside that attack is OpenAI's own blog post. Clem is asking for the raw telemetry, so every security team and every academic in the world can study, instruction by instruction, what an out-of-control agent actually looks like in production. Ask 2. $100 million in compute. And notice the wording. With the best open and closed models. He is not asking OpenAI to fund only open source. He is asking the richest AI lab on Earth to subsidize defensive tooling across the whole ecosystem, including its competitors. That is a calculated move. It turns the incident into infrastructure. The line landed. The first autonomous agent cyberattack is an unprecedented event. It deserves an unprecedented response. Clem used the word unprecedented 3 times in 2 sentences, echoing OpenAI's own corporate language. He took their word and turned it into an obligation, and here is why those traces matter. By the time OpenAI called Hugging Face, around July the 20th, Hugging Face had already contained the attack, already alerted the FBI, and already told the world. OpenAI still did not know it was their model. It took the lab that built the attacker nearly 10 days to figure out it was the attacker. If they did not see their own model for 10 days, the public sees even less. But Clem did not only go to OpenAI. While he was in San Francisco, he organized a mini-march for Open-Weight AI, in OpenAI's backyard, the same weekend. Because the model that actually traced this attack was not American. It was GLM 5.2, a Chinese open-weight model, running on Hugging Face's own servers, because the closed American AIs refused to look at the evidence. Open-weights defended Hugging Face. So Clem took that argument to the street. So now there are 3 camps. Camp 1, Clem's. Release the data, fund the defenders, keep the models open. Camp 2, Congress. Senators Warner, Representatives Trahan, Obernolt, Moran and Thompson want mandatory incident reporting and pre-release testing. Camp 3, the skeptics. Gary Marcus and the security researchers want the labs held liable for the harm. 3 different futures for AI safety. Pick one, and the heaviest voice in the field agrees it is a turning point. Yoshua Bengio, a Turing Award winner, one of the fathers of deep learning, posted this. This incident is deeply concerning. AI agents are willing to cheat and deceive to achieve misaligned and unintended goals. This real-world case should serve as a wake-up call. Here is the open question. OpenAI has promised a technical report of its learnings in the coming weeks. Clem asked for the raw traces. A report is not the traces. A report is OpenAI telling us what it learned. The traces are the evidence. Whether OpenAI publishes the evidence, or only its own account, is the test of whether unprecedented response means Clem's version, or OpenAI's. The full story of the break-in is its own video. Link in the description. I am Dennis. See you next week.